What you guys, got another video here for you. In this one we're taking a look at how to choose the right gaming mouse for your needs. Now you may be thinking this is a stupid video. You just go to the online store and buy the mouse that you like the look of, and that may be okay for, you know, just general use and stuff, but as a gamer that's not how you choose a mouse. And there's many different shapes, sizes, width, length, weight, laser, optical, you know, wired, wireless, all that sort of stuff that you have to take into account, and the size of your hand, the way it feels, and these are really important to a gamer. So if you are any sort of gamer, you'll understand where I'm coming from. A change from one mouse to another is very bad, because obviously it takes some people to get used to a certain stuff. It's like a snooker player when they've got a certain cue and they change a cue, and it makes it very, very difficult because they're not used to that weight and that sort of feel. So, and it's the type of wood as well. But anyway, getting back to the mouse here, this is a mouse made by Trust. As you see, got RGB on it. This is a normal way forward. Everything seems to have RGB on it nowadays, and it's a very nice RGB accents here. You've got software with this as well. And these two here, these two are Logitech. You've got your DPI here, which allows you to change your DPI here, and also that really nice soft scroll wheel. Also, you've got a braided cable, and I'm not a fan of these braided cables, and I'll explain why in a second. But also on the bottom here, you've got your laser. This is a laser, not optical, and also you've got your weights inside here, which I'll show you quickly. And you can see here, once you take this out, you've got your weights here, and this will add the added weight that is required. So you can remove one of these, or two of them, three of them, or four of them, and just have it. And this gives it 22 grams in weight, which some people like that heavy weighted mouse. Some people like it lightweight. So if you like the heavy weighted mouse, you can leave all the weight in it, and it gives you a bit more weight to it, more feel. There's a lot to take into account. Also, what you use here to make the mouse more accurate, more laser accurate, as you can see. So the mouse here we're looking at, which is the Celox by Trust, the shape of this is quite broad, and this is some of the things we're going to take a look at. So first off, never buy a mouse online without checking it out first. You need to check and feel the mouse. I would never buy a mouse online. You always need to go into the shop and feel it. The trouble is with that method is it does restrict the sort of way that you buy a mouse, because there's sometimes not a lot in stock. But try and find a mouse that you're comfortable with and go with that. Other than that, you can buy them on Amazon and try them out, and if they don't work, then send them back for you. You know, that's another thing you can do. So wired or wireless, let's cover this point, which I don't like here. This is braided, the same as all these three are braided. This is the way they go forward now, and I do find that when they come out of the factory, you can see the amount of kinks in that wire, and that's because when they brought it out of the factory, I'll do it on this one, which is not working anymore, it was packed so tight, it was like this, and the wires were like really folded super tight, and this bends never ever come out. They stay there, and they catch on the actual table when you're playing. So for all you people that drill a hole in your table to keep nice cable management, this is not going to work for you. You're going to end up with plenty of cable catching on the back of the thing here when you're pulling this back. So if you pull here, look, you'll see it catching. There's a kink right there, and you try and straighten them out, but the trouble is you can break the cable, and this is what happened to this one. Now this was my mouse that I used for a while, which was another Logitech here, which was the G500, and it took me a while to get used to this one too, and I bought two of them. The cable broke on this one, and also the sensors broke on the other one, and also I had sensor trouble here, which I had to undo and do something with the sensors to make it work again properly, and this was by Logitech. Now I like this mouse in the sense that it felt great in the hand. It's my sort of style of mouse. I like that sort of oval shape here. Took me a while to get used to this thumb bit. I wasn't used to that for a long time, but it was okay. You can see here my thumb fits perfectly fine inside there, and I could use these buttons here. So buttons is another big important part. If you're using MMOs or first-person shooters, you can bind sort of grenades and stuff to this sort of buttons here. or whatever it is, quick weapon switch, or whatever it is you're trying to do. You've got buttons here as well, which is easy accessible from your finger. And you can see I was just getting used to this, and then it give up the ghost. So I went and got another Logitech mouse here, which was this one, which was the next generation, which is the G502. And there's a massive difference, and I wish manufacturers wouldn't do this, because it takes someone a long time to get used to a different shape, and the shapes are totally different, and the feel's totally different. This is more narrow, and also you can see here they've tried to get a sleek around here. You can see this little area. The problem with this is, for me, it didn't work, and these buttons here then become obsolete because I had to disable them. And this was a shame, because I use these side buttons quite a bit for certain things. But now, if you see here, my thumb is sitting on there, and it's now resting on the buttons. Now, when I'm moving the mouse like this in game, playing first person shooters, it's natural to move your thumb. And it was touching. These are so sensitive. These were literally clicking and causing an issue in game. So now I've disabled all of these, which is a bit of a shame. I've got a couple up here still I can use. Got your DPI here and the scrolling wheel. A lot of these do have a free scrolling wheel, like this one, which is, you can see here, free. It just, or you got that clicky noise, or you just can free wheel like that. A lot of people are using scripts online for this on PUBG, which changes the fire rate, which is an actual cheat, and you shouldn't do it. Because basically what it's doing is it's doing a cycle of fire patterns, and they use that free wheel to continue doing it, which is not good. And so moving on to another thing here. So the shape is really important, and the weight and the size of your hand and how you grip your mouse. So let me just quickly show you here. I'm with my left hand. I'm right-handed, but this is my left hand to show you. If you are a person that sort of palms, I sort of grab it at the back. So it's at the back here, and there's a bit of a gap here. I don't really go right over it like a clam sort of thing. I don't go right over the top. Some people palm it like this, and some people use the claw method, which is more like this, where they use the tips of their fingers. Some people use one finger, and there's many different ways, and you need to make sure that it feels right for you. So that's another important part there. Now, also features is an important part, and the switches they use for these mouse here, how they feel to you. So it's not necessarily how much a mouse costs, it's basically how it feels in the hand and how you can get used to it. Because memory muscle, when you get used to something, when you change, it can be quite devastating to your gameplay. So this one here, for me, is a good mouse. It feels pretty nice, but it's not my shape of mouse for my needs. So when you're buying a mouse, make sure you get the right type of shape. Sometimes you'll get the ones without this thumb area. Just choose the one that's right for you. That's not to say that this mouse is bad, or this mouse is bad, or this one is bad. It's just what you're used to and what is going to be useful to you. You could go to someone that loves this mouse, and they will say it's absolutely awesome, go and get it. You'll go and buy it, and it might not fit your needs, your hand, and the way you like it. So that's that sort of thing in a nutshell. Now, the features for these will have software, and you can check those out. I'll quickly show you those, what they're like. But the rule of thumb is try it before you buy it, and get used to it. And hopefully, once you get used to it, try and buy a couple of them, because that way, if one breaks, you won't have to try to spend a couple of months or 2 or 3 months trying to get used to a brand new mouse, and it can be quite devastating to your gameplay. Now, also, most mouse will have their own software, and you can see here it gives you full control of what you want to do with your mouse. You can create profiles for different types of tasks that you're doing, whether it be first person shoot 'em or MMO, or whatever it is you want to do with your type of mouse. So you can see here we do have macro editor, triple fire, DPI, all that good stuff here. Convert these, map them to something else in game if you want to do that. You can see here, middle button, you can just change it to whatever you like. And then you've got also your DPI settings on this side here, which will give you all your DPI settings. And you've got your slider here. your DPI. Depending how you like your setup, you've got your lighting effects. And most mouse will have this with their software if it's an RGB mouse. And you can change your speed here, your mouse parameters, your mouse sensitivity. So you'll have your own sort of settings the way you like to have your mouse when you're setting it up. If you want me to make a video on how to set up your mouse with the Windows settings and all that sort of stuff, then let me know in a comment section below. Also, you've got the polling rate here as well, which goes from 1000 to 500 Hertz and so on. Okay, so let's take a look at the Logitech software here. And when you go in here, you'll be able to change all of the button configurations here to whatever you like. Same thing, profiles. You got your DPI settings here. You got your report rate here as well. You can set it up for different profiles for different jobs that you're doing on your computer. You can stop these buttons from working. All that's all good stuff inside here. You can also do a load of other stuff inside here, which you can do with a lot of other mouse software as well. And this will be your RGB and your color system here. If you want to change it, you can do. Go to red to match all your computer if you want to, because I have a red theme going on. You've got all your cycle colors, your breathe effect, all that sort of stuff. So you've got plenty of here to change up with all your mouse settings for different types of mouse, and they all pretty much have their own software. And that's pretty much it. It's been quite an in-depth video, so I hope you appreciate it. My name has been Brian from brightechcomputers.co.uk. Let us know what else you want to see in the comment section below. Also, don't forget to join our Discord server if you fancy a chat. We don't bite. Pop over there. There's some nice guys in there and girls. Take care. Bye for now.
Now, if you haven't subscribed yet, hit the big red subscribe button on my YouTube channel and hit the bell notification button next to that to be notified when we upload new videos.